Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance is warning state residents to protect their Medicare information to prevent fraudulent use. We'll introduce you to this month's honorary alderman for Tullahoma. Centerstone of Tullahoma has a new program designed to curb bullying. October is Fire Prevention Month and will feature a musical performance by the duo Kinetic Potential. All these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Hi, I'm Mike Winton, and I'm running for State Senate for the 16th District of Tennessee. Raised by a single mother who worked multiple jobs to raise our family, I understand the value of hard work and the obstacles met by many members of this district. Because of this, I'm committed to ensuring that you have access to education and health care. Whether I'm on a mission trip or running my business, I always remember it's about our witness and not about me. Be sure to vote for me, Mike Winton, so that our district can win with Winton.
This ad paid for by the candidate.
I see a train a-coming, it's rolling up the track, and it looks like that train's loaded with a real good Democrat. Mike's headed up to Nashville, that's where we need him to be. And if we all vote for Winton, we'll finally have a state senator who really represents you and me.
Be sure to vote for me, Mike Winton, so that our district can win with Winton.
The Tullahoma Animal Shelter's 13th annual Bark in the Park fundraiser is Saturday, October 29th from 10 to 2 at Wagner Park. It's a day of family fun to raise money for medical care for dogs in the no-kill shelter. Sponsorships, silent auction items, and volunteers are needed. Admission is free and tickets are available for games and food. If you'd like to help out, contact Teresa Holt, 931-454-9580, Animal Control at tullahomatn.gov, or visit the website.
Welcome back. The Medicare open enrollment period started October 15th, and the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance is reminding consumers that an unprotected Medicare card can expose them to identity theft and fraud. TDCI Commissioner Julie Mix McPete said, quote, efforts to fraudulently obtain and use a person's Medicare numbers are all too common. To protect against such fraud, we urge Tennesseans to treat their Medicare numbers as they would their credit card numbers, end quote. TDCI encourages consumers to follow some important fraud protection steps provided by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, such as don't share your Medicare number or other personal information with anyone who contacts you by telephone, email, or by approaching you in person unless you've given them permission in advance. Medicare will never contact you for your Medicare number or other personal information.
TDCI also advises consumers to tell their friends and neighbors to guard their Medicare numbers. Don't ever let anyone borrow or pay to use your Medicare number. Review your Medicare summary notice to be sure you and Medicare are only being charged for actual services received by you. Be wary of salespeople who knock on your door or call you uninvited and try to sell you a Medicare-related product or service. Be suspicious of anyone who contacts you about Medicare plans unless you gave them permission, and remember there are no early bird discounts or limited time offers. To report suspected Medicare fraud in Tennessee, call 1-866-836-7767. Tennesseans who need help understanding Medicare plans and options, or who have questions about protecting themselves from healthcare fraud, can visit or call the Tennessee State Health Insurance Assistance Hotline number at 1-877-801-0044 to speak to a trained counselor.
THS Senior Jason Quo is this month's honorary alderman. Let's watch as the announcement is made.
Mr. Mathis, we have somebody, new honorary alderman tonight.
Yes, we do, Mr. Jason Quo. Qua? Which way is it?
Quo.
He's a senior at Tullahoma High School. He's one of our football players, number 54, and I believe he plays guard. And not only that, but outstanding student at Tullahoma High School with a 4.45 GPA. So he is accepted, not yet, but he will be, I'm sure. He has applied to Vanderbilt University. That's where he'd like to go and study engineering and economics. He is a member of the National Honor Society. He's a member of Mu Alpha Theta, Student Council, Mayor's Youth Council, and the Key Club. He is, his dad is the owner and operator of Touchdown Wings. He's been in our school system now for 4 years. Outstanding individual, outstanding. You'll see him in the hall. You'll never hear much from him because he's very, very, very quiet. So I'm sure he has another side to him I do not know. But I do not know that one, but he's outstanding, and he'll be accepted wherever he goes, and whatever he wants to do, he'll do well. Glad to have you.
Yeah, very nice introduction. Mr. Rowe, anything you'd like to add to that?
Well, he said all of it, basically. I mean, my life's simple. School,
enjoy it.
Sports, work.
Sports and work and school. Yeah. Well, we're pleased that you're with us tonight. If you'd stand there at your chair, we have a certificate we'd like to present to you recognizing you as the honorary alderman.
Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley was promoting fire safety at Monday's Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting as he presented some eye-opening statistics about fire injuries, deaths, and property damage.
We do want to call attention to this very, very serious matter. And there's a proclamation that's been prepared. The U.S. Fire Department's responded to 369,000 home fires in 2014. U.S. home fires resulted in 2,745 civilian deaths in 2014, representing the majority of all U.S. fire deaths. Whereas in 1/5 of all homes with smoke alarms, the smoke alarms are not working. And 3 out of 5 home fire deaths result from fires in properties without smoke alarms or with no working smoke alarms. Working smoke alarms cut the risk of dying in reported home fires in half. And many Americans don't know how old the smoke alarms in their home are or how often they need to be replaced. This is certainly good information, and I'm pleased to make it available to the people of the community.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Automotive family has launched its new and improved website. That's russellbarnett.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, then look no further than russellbarnett.com. Online service appointments, customer testimonials, and vehicle history reports, this website has it all. We are the largest Middle Tennessee family-owned dealership with 5 locations to choose from. russellbarnett.com, and why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Newsleader's John Gray spoke with representatives from the Centerstone Group in Tullahoma about a new program they have to curtail bullying.
We have some folks here today with us from Centerstone, and I know a lot of you people out there might be going, what? Centerstone? You're getting ready to find out what it's all about. And Miss Ashley Hall is here with us today from Nashville.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. Explain Centerstone, because there's a lot of people out there who might not understand exactly what that is.
Okay, well, Centerstone is one of the nation's largest behavioral health care providers. And we have services here in kind of the Middle Tennessee or Tennessee area. Right. And we provide therapy, school-based services, addiction services, military services, and we also have a whole prevention services department. And in the prevention services department, we have programs in schools and communities dealing with all kinds of risky behaviors, including bullying.
I've got comic books on the table, and I love comic books. We all love comic books. I remember seeing them stacked up around the walls in little boys and girls' bedrooms and stuff. Bullying is a big problem in our society, and I guess it always has been. It just has not been brought to the forefront on how it affects people downstream until now. And you have a program involving that, and that program involves comic books?
Yes, absolutely. We have, like I mentioned earlier, our Centerstone's prevention services. We're able to do all kinds of interesting things with our grant funding, and one of the things we've been able to do in the past few years is create comic books. And I'm not sure if you know, but October is Bullying Prevention Month. So this month we're actually highlighting our Bullying Prevention Month comic book, or our bullying prevention comic book, Smokescreen.
Right.
That we were able to create. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And introduce these two people next to you.
I would love to.
They might want to say something.
I know. I'm just sitting here, just chatting away. This is Tabitha Floyd. Tabitha is the team leader for our Violence and Bullying Prevention Program with Centerstone. And Ian Scotta. Ian Scotta is our senior media specialist at Centerstone with our prevention department, and he is kind of the mastermind behind these comic books.
I think the best thing about this is it's a fun way to educate students. And bullying is a hot button topic right now because recent statistics by the CDC show that increase of number of bullying is up by 80% since 2009. And so what we wanted to do with these comic books was to teach a lesson to kids in a fun way. And I feel like we kind of accomplished it with this.
Right. What about it, Tab?
Well, my favorite part of our comic books is that we do have little pullouts that go with all of them. And so it just reinforces, if you see someone getting bullied, the best thing that you can do, honestly, is stop right there and intervene. Be a good bystander, because we know that bullying ends in about 8 seconds. As soon as someone steps in and says, hey, that's not really cool, that's not how we treat each other. And so that's really the best advice that we can give, is talk to a trusted adult, and then just be kind. And if you see something and you think, ooh, I wouldn't like that if it was said to me, then just stop and say something. That's not how we treat each other here.
Yeah. Now, who came up with the superheroes? You?
It was myself and Ashley. We kind of came up with the concept. It was difficult to do because we had to create a whole superhero genre on our own. We also had the help from our senior graphic designer, Mike Rivera, in Nashville. But one of the things I wanted to kind of point out with Smokescreen is that the reason why I like this story is I actually grew up in Franklin County. I was actually picked on a little bit when I was going through school. We were always told that, if you're being bullied, like, just punch the bully in the nose. But that's not the best, thing to do. The best thing to do is actually to find a trusted adult and tell them what's going on. And that's kind of what this story does. Smokescreen is kind of tricked into retaliating against a bully, and he's caught in the situation. He's lucky because he has the ability to turn back time, but kids don't have that option.
Right.
So that's one of the things we want to teach kids, is that even though in this superhero world you can go back and undo your mistake, but in the real world you can't. And so we want to give them that information to make the right decisions the first time around.
Right. Very good.
Yeah. So just another quick little blurb is that we have more than Smokescreen. So Spark deals with sexting, and we know that especially among the middle school, sexting is a big issue. And then we have Spark and the Sobering Truth, where Spark shows up at a party and there's underage drinking. And so I really like it illustrates that even superheroes sometimes make mistakes. But all of these comic books are available for free. They're on our website, Who You Want to Be.
Wow, that's great.
So you could always go to whoyouwantobe.org and ask an expert and just shoot us a message that says, hey, we're interested in some of your comics, and we can get them out to you. They're free for our community.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. October is National Fire Prevention Month. Jeff Smith and Melissa Allen stopped by our studios to tell us what you can do to make your home safer.
It's time to get a report from our Tullahoma friends at the fire department, and Jeff and Melissa are here today, and we're talking about smoke detectors.
Right.
The smoke detector program.
Right.
Fire Prevention Week.
Fire Prevention Month, isn't it?
Right.
Right.
Right now.
Uh-huh.
So I know one thing that I think is pretty cool is that, I don't know if this happens other places, but all you have to do if you need a smoke detector is call the fire department.
That's right, free of charge.
Free.
It's a nationwide campaign that's going on, and we get all the smoke detectors through a federal grant. So just call the fire department, and Melissa takes some information, and we'll come out and install them for you, free. And
install them for free?
Tullahoma city limits, and yes.
Right.
And it's free, and just call 455-0936, and I can help you.
And get on a list and
yes,
decide.
I just have to fill out a form, and we can just get you set
That's
up,
wonderful.
and we work around everybody's
So
schedule.
there's no excuse.
No excuse, that's right.
No excuse for having a non-functioning smoke alarm in your house.
And right now, don't wait, check the date, and right here is, you can look and see the date right here. And we're just checking them to see.
Don't wait, check the date.
Don't wait, check the date.
You need to give that line to Stan. Stan Allen, her husband. There's a song in there somewhere.
And John, I will say,
don't wait, check your date.
These smoke detectors last for 10 years. They have a 10-year lifespan.
Right,
that's the importance of checking.
Oh, okay, that's what checking the date is.
Yes,
right.
10 years.
What about the battery life on these things?
10 years, and it's all self-contained. So there's no changing the batteries.
So you don't have to worry about New Year's Eve or whatever changing your battery. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Test button on it. We would recommend during every change of the time to test the detector just to make sure it's
I think
because nothing's perfect.
Right.
Yes.
It might have been made on a Wednesday or a Friday or a Monday.
Yeah. And one thing about placing them, we recommend hear the beep where you sleep is our little tag word.
And
you need one wherever you're going to be
Y'all are just full of it today, aren't you?
Acronyms and little catchy phrases.
There you go.
So you place them in the bedrooms mostly for sure. You really don't want one in your kitchen, because if you burn your toast or something.
Yeah, that's a problem. We've had a problem with that. I think I heard Chief say at the board meeting last night that while the people from the fire department are in your home, if you'd like, they can do a little walk around and make sort of a safety inspection.
Absolutely.
While they're there, and make sure that you don't have papers over your vents where your heat's going to come out, and just the different things to help folks look, because a lot of times we look over stuff because we've looked at it so many times in your home.
Exactly.
And fresh eyes can go in and maybe see something that you just sort of put out of your mind and stop a problem while you're there.
And I would like to reiterate the importance of smoke detectors. I mean, most fire fatalities come from smoke inhalation more so than the actual fire, right? So you just get overcome by smoke and get incapacitated and can't get out.
Yeah.
But I will say this about our smoke detector campaign and our fire prevention campaign. I mean, I think a fire department, one of the ways it's measured, the success of a fire department is measured, is by their smoke detector campaigns and fire prevention campaigns. And I know when I first came here 20 years ago, we had like 45 fires a year on average. Last few years, I think we've averaged 6. So you can see and measure how much they have went down.
Yeah, and that's wonderful.
Right.
That's incredible. I mean, it's great. And I just want to thank both of you for what you do. And because we really do appreciate the way you operate and the professionalism you show, keeping us, the citizens, safe. Because when you do have to do that, you're running into crisis instead of away from it, and that's to be respected and appreciated. So I want to thank both of you.
Well, we appreciate those kind words.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a big deal to me, and it should be to everybody.
Well, thank you.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday Miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The musical duo comprised of Tullahoma High School students William Cubits and Cody Quinlan, known as Kinetic Potential, stopped by last week to perform one of their new songs.
Excited to have two young men with me this morning. You know how much I love music. This is Kinetic Potential. This is William Cubits and Cody Quillen right here, and they're a couple of high school students, right? Tullahoma High School?
Seniors, yeah. Seniors, yeah.
Seniors.
Seniors.
Yes. So y'all are playing a little music, getting ready for the college gig, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So singers?
Yes. We're actually in the Tullahoma Aristocats at the high school. So we're both singers, we're both in the show choir, and we love it. So it's great.
Love it. Love entertaining.
Love it. Yes,
I
sir.
love entertainers. Tell you what, we found you on Philip, our producer, picked you up on the internet, I believe.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Listened to some stuff and said, come here, John, you need to listen to this. We need to call these guys. That's what we did. You're here.
Yes,
and we're excited to have you here. What I'm going to let you do right now is what you do best. Play us some music. Kinetic Potential.
Like a genius having a time of your life. It was okay, but now we can say that nothing ever goes right. Giggles and hugs, I save you all up and soon we'll figure out the rest. But everyone knows those special moments always leave you out of breath. Oh, you gotta turn up the power, let the glorious light shine down on me. Oh, cherry vomit and golden spot, 'cause I'm right where I wanna be. Oh, everything you think is true could never be farther from me and you. Troublemaker, risk taker, crawling out of the well of everything you doubt. Gonna tell the world you ain't no roustabout. Welcome to the show, everything you know never really had a chance. You have the right to remain silent, never had a perfect romance. Whoa, you gotta turn up the power, let the glorious light shine down on me. Oh, cherry vomit and golden spot, 'cause I'm right where I wanna be. Oh, everything you think is true could never be farther from me and you. Troublemaker, risk the taker, crawling out of the well of everything you doubt. Gonna tell the world you ain't no roustabout.
forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Teresa Holt from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, who would like to invite everyone out to embark in the park. We'll talk with Canadian musician David Gogo and the youngest lighting director in America, or at least South Jackson Civic Center. Elijah Kidd will come by and tell us about what it takes to run lights at the Civic Center. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Keith Barnett here with the Russell Barnett Automotive family, and we have your next truck. From the Ford F-Series, the Ram, Chevrolet, or the GMC, then look no further than the Russell Barnett family. With over 350 new and pre-owned trucks to choose from, now is the time to buy. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, Ford of Winchester, and Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. Why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1963 at 84 degrees. The record low was in 1948 at 25 degrees. The average high on this day is 72 and the average low is 46. Mostly clear weather in the forecast tonight with a low of around 67. Partly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 83 and a low of 67, and a 60% chance of storms in our area for Thursday with a high of 78 and a low of 52.
Well, Jim, it looks like we've got a couple of days at least to wear some shorts before the fall officially falls, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, you know, and then, let's see, today was going to be a record high, it looks like, for us here in southern Middle Tennessee. And after this storm comes through here, we're probably going to be in around 70 for about 5 or 6 days, so that'll be really nice.
Yeah. Keep those shorts out for a little bit longer.
That's right. A little chilly in the morning, however, but other than that, very nice. That is our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.